PA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion New York Jets taking on the champions from the NFC, the Carolina Panthers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with the man who has had to stick with me all season long, Charles Davis. And Charles, the anticipation, the hype, the media coverage, all in the rearview mirror now. We can finally get down to playing some football.
Yeah, don't worry about that, partner. I'll ride or die with you anytime, you know that. But here's the best thing about this. Everyone talks about trying to keep things normal as they approach for Super Bowl. There is no such thing as normal. The pageantry, the hype, all of that is more intense than anyone could ever imagine. What you're trying to do is embrace it in one way and make sure it doesn't totally knock you off your game. That's why the night before the big one, teams often switch hotels, try and give those guys that last chance to breathe a little bit before they go out and play.
Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all of those things, and then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Set, ready, fight, 97.
On 1st and 10, Young. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. There he goes, right side. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 5. 58 yards rushing for him now on their opening drive of the Super Bowl.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
A chance for the first points of this Super Bowl. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Hubbard. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Hubbard again, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Young with it, 3rd and goal. Being chased out left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down. Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. From the left hand, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Carlson is good. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Ready. Steal. Check, steal. Ready.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. He juked him. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. There are times on carries like that where he looks a little bit older than his rookie status.
How many times have we talked when we've gone out to dinner about how precocious these youngsters are that come into the NFL now? They play at a higher level at a younger age. The stars aren't quite in their eyes as much as they used to be, huh?
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. On play action, Lance. He'll buy some time right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Everyone rolls into the Super Bowl saying, hey, I'm confident, I'll just do what I did before. But let's face it, you got to be wary of the jitters going into a big game like this. Super Bowl's unlike any other game you're going to play.
And now he's starting at 0 for 2. We'll see if he can rebound. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Lance looking to throw it. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown! Deontay Johnson, 47 yards. And the Jets have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And we are back, Super Bowl 61. Thanks for joining us, everybody, nationwide and around the globe as both teams get set to begin the second quarter.
Set, ready.
They'll run with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Leonard Williams breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Here is third and quite a ways.
Ready, ready.
Young. They'll air one out deep from Mingo. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 41.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
And Lance will try again on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
Zone coverage here defensively. We're going to let their tight end run a drag across the field. This is where a linebacker gets forced to pass him off. That time, the receiver gets lost a little bit, and he's able to make the catch and pick up good yardage and a first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Hall. Dances by him. Well, they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the the ground, they move the ball with relative ease.
Set, hunt. Red, cycle. Blaster.
They'll run with Cook. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Dalvin Cook, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Come on, set.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things. And coughed it up, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit, and number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
Following the fumble recovery, Lance. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 10. And Lance going to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Okay, ready?
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Let's go now.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Here's 3rd and 7.
Ready.
Young will set to throw. Eluding the pressure right. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Ready,
Boy,
set.
a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
Set, ready.
Now a play fake. Lance sliding out of the pocket. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior,
Okay,
and that's where
right.
the penalty occurred.
From the gun, it's Lance. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Ready.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Set. Hut.
To throw, it's Lance. They'll roll him out right. They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And Lance now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Trey Lance as the first half is winding down. And the Jets are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Ready, ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Strikers.
And the ball
three.
backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got a man complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Here we go.
This
Here we go.
offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Final play of the half. Young. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, guys, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Escapes the defender. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Hall again.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And now they'll throw with Lance. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a 1st down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Ready up.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Shot. 17. Hut.
Young looks to throw on 1st down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Running left, it's Hall. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Johnson. Oh, that is well read on the backside, and he'll be met well behind the line of scrimmage. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one went.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. A big play there for Carolina. And even 50 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Sanders is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Flushed out right. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Jonathan Mingo from 4 yards out. And the Panthers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. That'll do it for the 3rd quarter of Super Bowl 61. The culmination of the season and the crowning of a champion after the 4th quarter, which is coming up next. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Now, hang on here. Not what you want to see because Dalvin Cook injured, at least for the moment, and in some discomfort. 2nd and a couple. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Hall ought to give up the middle. Still fighting through tackles. Still on his feet. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, his second touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Jets have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Let's go now.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the fourth quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. And quickly they get to the line. A first down throw for Young. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On the draw, here's Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
Now Young going to move him around.
6, mega.
To throw is Young on third down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
At the 40-yard line.
Ready.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff running through the middle. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. Good gain there on first down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Here we go.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Hall again. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Eddie Pinheiro on now. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Young's throw taken in by Cooper here. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Young now from the 50. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
A 2nd down throw for Young. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
3rd and 15.
Young working out of the gun. Under pressure, and they got to him again. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Well, these guys want to do something positive as this game approaches its end, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, it's really been more indicative of how the game has gone for them.
And the New York Jets have won the Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy will be in the Big Apple. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.